Hi, and welcome to the Home Video Emporium. I'm your host, my name is Brendan, and with this series what I hope to do is to catalog my entire collection of home video titles and determine which of these movies still belongs amongst my elite and esteemed collection and needs to be preserved for years to come, and which one of these movies unfortunately needs to be purged and to hit the trail and make way for some future movies, as I am rapidly running out of space on my shelves and am still looking constantly to be adding more and more movies, and don't feel comfortable doing it until I can free up a little bit more shelf space. The goal we're setting is 30 to 50 movies by the end of the series, and we'll keep on going. Today's episode is the 2017 flop, Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets, by Luc Besson, based on a graphic novel of French in France. I'm sure a lot of you may not have seen this movie. If you have, there's for the most part it's very poorly reviewed. It was not a very big hit. And I even remember going with a friend, and we both love movies. We wanted to go see the movies, and we're like, Valerian, do we actually want to see that? And eventually we said no. We didn't want to go see it in the theaters. I wound up picking this up, renting this actually. I think Netflix was still doing DVDs, or maybe I saw it somewhere streaming, and that's how I saw it for the first time. And why, oh why, did I go so far as to buy it on Blu-ray? Which honestly was, I was thinking about that when I was putting this video together. I know when this finally came out, I got this at Target in Jersey City is where I bought the Blu-ray. And it was around the time that Target was really getting rid of the whole home video collection. They had still DVDs and Blu-rays. They were really downsizing them very quickly. I've still bought a few Blu-rays and DVDs from Target. Even after the lockdowns, they still had some. They still have some at Target. You just really need to go looking for them. They're like in a tiny little box that's like hidden between bobbleheads and stuff. They're like almost this like dirty secret. They don't want you to know they still sell DVDs and Blu-rays, but they're still there. You just have to go look for them. But it's really a shame. And so I guess I just saw it there and was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy you Valerian. And reasons why I do like this movie and why I will justify it. All the criticisms you can find online, most of them are justified. There is a big sequence in the beginning that takes place at this gigantic mall in another dimension, and I grew up in shopping malls. I love shopping malls. And I like movies that take place, or at least have scenes at shopping malls. This one has a great scene in a shopping mall. It's all it's all digital. We've gone on from a Fifth Element, where we're doing like real effects, real mess with digital. Now we're doing almost entirely digital with some practical elements in there, here and there. But in general, I like movies with malls. I like Fast Times. I like Commando. I like Police Story 1. I like Chopping Mall. All these movies we will be talking about on this channel. Don't you worry about that. So I like that. I just like how weird and how out there and bizarre it is, how there are these little creatures that if you feed them a pearl, they will excrement multiple pearls. It makes no sense, but why not? It's just a wild ride. Even though the plot, half the movie is he needs to save her, she needs to save him. The movie stars Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne, who have terrible chemistry. If you watch the behind the scenes, they're much better behind the scenes. Delevingne has much more energy, much more charisma in the behind the scenes stuff than she does in the movie. They should have just told her, just be yourself the way you are, and it'll make the movie a lot better. The big reveal at the end, like the bad guy is the bad guy. That's terrible. The notion of the City of a Thousand Planets, I think, is really fun too, where all these different cultures that kind of mix together. You really don't get to see it that much. You get to see a brief kind of expedition dump in the beginning that kind of goes nowhere, and then he runs through all these environments and causes damage, which we never actually see him pay the price for. So, yeah, if you like crazy, weird, out-of-control stuff, if you like movies that deal with malls, it's at least worth a watch. And I'll say that. The special features mostly are people walking in front of green screens. It's nothing too spectacular. You do see a lot of the concept art, which is fun. And as I said, you do see Delevingne and Dane DeHaan being much more charismatic and much more personable in this. So, have you seen Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets? Do you like it? Do you own this? Am I the only one who owns this Blu-ray? Let me know. What have you thought about Luc Besson's work so far? We've covered 3 of his movies. This is the final one. Are they all keepers? You know, should I get rid of a few of them? Do they not hold up? Let me know. And we're going to keep going. We're starting our next director in the next episode. So you let me know how we're going. Hopefully you're enjoying the series and we're going to keep watching. So until next time, be kind and rewind to each other. And it's not a true home without home video. Thank you. Goodbye.